in terms of the public trustee office, I personally think it's not very well understood, because we only really see from our point of view, in the property sector, but what other duties do you have? Because we sell properties where the decisions are being made for people not capable of doing it. What's the story with that?
In fact, that's a very large fraction of our business. We have approximately 4,000 clients, living clients, whose affairs we administer on a day-to-day basis. We actually buy and sell property for those people, mainly selling because they're not capable of looking after it in many instances. But there are some who can, and so we buy and sell quite a lot of property for living clients as well. The bulk of our business falls into three groups. There's the administration of deceased estates, there's the administration of long-term trusts, and often those are related to deceased estates, and then there's the administration of living affairs of individuals.
Now, I often wonder, and I say this with a smile because it's a serious question, but so who gets the money when there's no benefactors? Do you get it?
No.
Who gets the money?
I wish.
Where does it go?
No, quite seriously, it's dealt with as unclaimed money.
Yeah.
We need to do a range of checks to see whether, in fact, we can identify beneficiaries who ought to take the money. But overall, if we can't identify it, sorry, I'll say that in English, if we can't identify the beneficiaries, then after holding it for a certain time, we pay it to the Treasury as unclaimed money. Now, it doesn't just go into the government's coffers and then get used for government purposes, because you can always then get that money back if you can find somebody who's properly entitled to it.
What if a client left in their will all their money to their pet dog? What happens?
Well, arguably that's
where it goes.
Okay. Yeah, that's where it goes. When the will,
so would you need to be satisfied. Would you manage that process?
We'd certainly. It would depend on what other terms there were, but we'd certainly manage the process between applying for a grant of probate and finalising the terms of the will. For
the people listening here today, your 4 best tips.
4 top tips?
4 top tips from the man, the public trustee.
Well, first of all, know what you have and know how to manage it. Secondly, make sure you've got a will and that it addresses everything that you ought to address in your will. Thirdly, know where all of your important documents are. And fourthly, make sure that your executor knows where all of your important documents are. And that's the best foundation you can get for administering an estate. If you like to translate it to powers of attorney, you can do that as well.
Well, Mark, that's been fantastic to hear from the public trustee.
It's been
Thank you very much for coming in today, and that's the inside story on the public trustee.